Meanwhile, the United Nations has said that it is deeply concerned about the summary executions of prisoners of war by both Russia and the Ukrainian forces. Now, Moscow and Kiev have accused each other of ill-treating prisoners of war since Russia invaded Ukraine a year ago. Now, the allegations have come after Kiev had accused the Russian forces of killing a captured Ukrainian serviceman. This, of course, was a video that went viral where a Ukrainian soldier who was captured by the Russians was shot dead in cold blood. The Ukrainian serviceman was in fact filmed saying "Glory to Ukraine" before he was shot dead. Now, the head of the United Nations Human Rights Monitoring Mission in Ukraine has said that her organization had recently recorded killings by both sides. The official further said that though Ukraine is probing about 5 cases involving 22 victims, the United Nations is not aware of any prosecution of the perpetrators at this moment.
We are deeply concerned about the summary execution of up to 25 Russian prisoners of war and persons hors de combat by Ukrainian armed forces, which we have documented. This was often perpetrated immediately upon capture on the battlefield. While we are aware of ongoing investigations by Ukrainian authorities into 5 cases involving 22 victims, we are not aware of any prosecution of the perpetrators.
Now, the alleged executions of 15 Ukrainian prisoners by Russian armed forces after their capture was also flagged up. The United Nations official has said that the Wagner mercenary group, which claims to be leading Russia's assault on Bakhmut, was responsible for 11 of those killings.
In relation to the treatment of Ukrainian prisoners of war, we are also deeply concerned by the summary execution of 15 Ukrainian prisoners of war shortly after being captured by Russian armed forces. The Wagner Group military and security contractors perpetrated 11 of these executions.
Now, the United Nations report issued on Friday claimed that the Ukrainian personnel had subjected prisoners of war to death threats, mock executions and also threats of sexual violence. The report further stated that beatings were purely retaliatory in nature. Meanwhile, detailing abuses by the Russian forces, the report further stated that Ukrainian prisoners of war had said that they were subjected to torture, sexual assault and were deprived of food, water and sleep, and were also denied medical attention that often led to death. Ukrainian prisoners reported being beaten with shovels, stabbed, subjected to electric shocks and even strangulated on occasions. The Ukrainian Parliament's Human Rights Commissioner has said that he is surprised by the United Nations allegations against the Ukrainian military personnel. There's been no official reaction from Russia yet. And as per the International Committee of the Red Cross, prisoners of war must be released and repatriated at the end of active hostilities. But some factors such as health, parole and special agreements among states can in fact lead to the earlier release of prisoners of war. And this is something that has happened repeatedly between Russia and Ukraine ever since the conflict broke out. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.